Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and wishing you the best of whichever one does not offend you. And welcome to Location Independent. I am reviewing this pretty cool new crypto storage device called Temexe, or Temexe is the brand, one of the two, I'm not really sure. They were generous enough to offer this to me as a thank you for doing a review and telling you guys about it. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Just opened it today. I've been busy with all kinds of crazy things, so I didn't get a chance to do it till today. But I'm going to share my initial thoughts. I haven't really had the time to use it very much yet. I'm just kind of giving you my first take, some pros and cons. And just neutral things, whatever I'm observing. Thought you would like to know what's going on inside of my head. So when I see this Temexe, I'm comparing it to Ledger because this is what I use, or I have been using, for a hardware storage device. Now, as far as crypto storage is concerned, there are a million and one options out there, and there's new products like this coming out every day. This definitely being one of the higher end ones. But I do another video which I'll link to below, where I talk about, it depends on, like, if you don't want to spend $70, this costs $70. If you just, let's say you have like a couple $100 or even, just a small amount, even less than that in Bitcoin or other cryptos, might not be worth spending $70 on a storage device, no matter how good it is. So there's like free apps that you can use for your phone, which aren't quite as secure, but again, if you don't have a lot of money on it, it doesn't matter that much. For your phone, for your computer, and I link to that I'll link to that video in the description below. Back to Temexe. All right, so I compare it to the Ledger because that's the hardware I use to store my crypto that I have been using. And you can see the size is very similar. It's simple look and feel. Actually, this is probably more like, although I don't have one, it's probably looks a little bit more in the shape of a Trezor, which is the other big hardware storage device. But, kind of similar color schemes. You can see here it's black and silver, right? Black and silver. Okay, so about Temexe. Now, from the box itself, we'll just start from the top. Actually, I unfortunately don't have my Ledger box with me, but this is also very similar. The packaging is very similar to the Ledger, so I think they're kind of going for that the simple look and feel. Think of like Apple. If you don't have a storage device, you can think of it just like how simple, clean, easy to use, white, hard box, right? Okay, it comes with 2 copies of your private key papers that you can use to write those down. 12 words, again, same as I believe Ledger is the same, or very similar. Very clear user manual, read through it, simple step by step. Now it comes with a cable here. Now I noticed the biggest difference from the first difference here is that this plugs into your smartphone. So you have to download the Temexe app on your smartphone, and then you can manage everything directly from there. So just in the fact that you can manage it from your smartphone, from an app on your smartphone, it's going to be a lot more clear, bigger interface, colors. It's going to be a little bit easier to navigate, more user-friendly than Ledger's, which is all done directly from this tiny little screen, which is like really small and hard to see, and you kind of have to, push with these buttons, just these 2 buttons. Whereas Temexe, it's kind of a combination. Temexe has a bigger screen, and then they also manage it from the here it is, from the app as well. Now, I have to say, a downside, I've just tried to get the app. I don't know if this is a temporary thing or what, because I was curious to see. I did some other Temexe, Googled some other reviews and to see what other people are saying about Temexe. And no one's mentioned this, so I just noticed this, maybe just a temporary hiccup. But I tried with 2 times. You can register, you have to get their app, and then you register either with your phone number or with your email address. And I tried with both, and I have not, with either one, gotten yet, and I tried maybe half an hour ago, and I still haven't gotten the what is it called? The verification code that they would send via either SMS or email. I haven't gotten either one of those, so I haven't actually even been able to use this yet. I'm still waiting to get that verification code. I'll try again later. I'll try again tomorrow. Right now, I haven't got it, so that's all I can say about that. Yeah, but I did some other reading, and I've read from the instruction manual and from the website. Which, speaking of website, let's go and reduce my pretty face. And here we go. Another, I guess, comparison. Again, comparing it to the Ledger, because that's what I'm used to using myself. Although it looks like here in Temexe they support, they support hundreds of different, and they do technically, hundreds of tokens, and you can see the whole list here. What it looks like to me upon first glance is that most of these tokens are ERC20 tokens, so they're all based on, off of the Ethereum blockchain, and again, Ledger does this as well with Fork Delta. Ledger integrates with Fork Delta, which is a decentralized crypto exchange where you can trade all of the and connect, with making it all private through the Ledger with Fork Delta. And Temexe must have a similar, also has the ERC20 tokens. I haven't, again, because I'm still waiting for my verification code. I haven't done it yet. But besides these numerous ERC20 tokens, which is all great, it looks like maybe I'm missing something. But as far as like coins, okay, obviously they have Bitcoin. But besides that, like I searched for Litecoin, couldn't even find Litecoin. Let's try typing it like this. See, it's not there. What's another? Dash is another, another big one. Coin Dash. Okay, so that looks like it's something different because Dash is DASH, right? Let's look. So those are kind of two big ones you would think they would have, especially Litecoin. I'm a big Litecoin fan myself. So if I can't keep Litecoin on this, it probably isn't the most practical for me. Now, if you're just holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and anything based off the Ethereum blockchain, like, I do hold a number of these other ones, like Walton, Wax, 0x, VeChain. Okay, that's all great, but, I don't see, besides Bitcoin, I don't really see any other coins unless I'm missing something here. These are all ERC20 tokens. So, okay. Again, maybe I'm missing something, but this is their list of what they support. I don't see it yet. All right. So I guess I'm going over like the kind of negative things, just because this is what popped in, came to me in my first impression. The good things, like as far as like security and all that's concerned, it seems like definitely one of the cream of the crop here from what I've read on reviews, and also from what you can see here on their website. Military grade encryption. They're serious when they've got these soldiers in the background. Kind of half making fun of it. But, this looks pretty legit here. Private key with the symmetric encryption. It sends it over Bluetooth to your phone. They can't hack it because it's all encrypted, right? There's no Wi-Fi connection. So they kind of explain that here. Private keys are safe. Same deal as Ledger, as long as you have it backed up. You store your passphrase here. If you lose your Temexe, it gets stolen, it breaks, anything like that, you can just restore it by getting a new device with your private keys. Excuse me. All right, so that's good. Oh, I love now a really cool thing about this here. They have a PIN code protection. So again, Ledger has it too, but that's very important. So if it gets stolen, no one knows your PIN code. Boom, they're out of luck. Offline again, secure. Yeah, theft. Okay, so I see it. I see. Oh, look at long battery life. That's really nice. So one of the major differences again is the fact that it's managed here on your smartphone, and you can see a picture of the app here because I can't show you. It's not working on my phone right now, but for iOS or Android. Very user-friendly, very like clear, simple, exactly what you want to see for a serious crypto storage device, hardware wallet. Now, this doesn't quite have yet the, as it's, obviously it's a newer product, newer than Ledger or Trezor. It doesn't quite, have that, as many reviews. It doesn't have quite the community behind it yet. Not that that's inherently a bad thing, but just something to keep in mind. I've heard, again, reading reviews online, that their customer service team is really good and quick at responding to things. Totally legit, very secure. Again, I'm still waiting to get these, get the app to get my verification code. So that's kind of all I can say. Oh, another cool little bonus is, I don't happen to have this with me because I opened this previously, but it's about this size, like a collectible Bitcoin. It looks like a Bitcoin. YouTubers will show you like, oh, 1 Bitcoin. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it's like heavy metal. It looks kind of gold. That's pretty cool. I'm into collecting coins, so I like that. It's like a nice little bonus. And that's kind of what I can say right now. I think it's a nice alternative to Ledger or Trezor. If you don't yet have a hardware wallet, I would strongly consider getting this one. Maybe read reviews of all 3 of those, Ledger, Trezor, Temexe, and seeing what you like the most. This is more unique than those 2, and again, because you manage it all with your phone app. And that's different. And it comes with that little cool collectible piece. Let's look at one other thing. Let's look at price, right? So I think the price is pretty similar. So this is $70 on Amazon. Let's look at Ledger. I think it's around the same. Ledger Nano S. That's being their number 1. Okay. So here we go. Ledger. It looks like a temporary sale. But Ledger probably costs around the same, $70. Trezor costs a lot more. Here we go. Oh, so maybe you can get, depends on the product you find specifically. Trezor, new. Yeah, Trezor is a little bit more expensive, but okay, it's similar to the Ledger in price. So, I guess it comes down to personal preference. But right now, again, to me, I think the most thing, even assuming I was to get the app, again, let's just say this is a temporary thing, and I don't know why I haven't got the verification code yet, but once I get that, I would still probably stick with the Trezor for no other reason, Ledger right here, for no other reason than I'm a big Litecoin fan, and unless I'm missing something, this does not support Litecoin, at least not right now. Now it does say in their user manual though that they will, eventually support all cryptocurrency. It has that capability, just with future software updates. I'm looking for that. It says something like that. Here we go. Temexe is compatible with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most of the ERC20 tokens. With the app upgrading, Temexe X will be compatible with nearly all the cryptocurrencies. So in the future, as soon as they do support more, let's say coins, or more crypto coins like Bitcoin, Litecoin, not just the ERC20 tokens, then I think it would be a lot more competitive, and I would be a lot more inclined to give it a real go. But for now, because it doesn't support those, I have to say I'm not. I know that the Ledger works for me right now, so it's like, why? I don't really need this at this time. Now that may change, but that's kind of how I feel. So that's kind of the bottom line for me. It depends on your personal preference, though. The thing with the app is really cool, with the phone app. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate any support you give. I also have a couple other Bitcoin and crypto related videos on getting started and what I found in my experience, the best solid investment strategy that is the least risky. And I'll link to those videos in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays, and see you in the next video.